Okay, my water is looking clear, guys, after using Aquamax or extruded fish feed for the past 3 weeks. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. My planter bed as usually give me problems starting up, after the last harvesting of my lettuce. It's kind of giving me a little issue, but I will eventually get there, right? Yeah, the seeds, if I don't get the right seeds at the right time, it's just not working. Alright, so I have been feeding these juvenile tilapia roughly between 4 inches in length from snout to tail. This extruded fish feed, it's used normally in the aquarium hobby, but I decided to use it for my tilapia. Now I do get a kind of slowish kind of rate, growth rate. However, one thing I love is that the water is clear, guys. I mean, the water is really clear. But follow me now. I've been using the same feed for these big boys, right? For these big boys, same feed, but it seems as if it is cloudy. What's the reason? Okay, one of the primary reasons is because I am doing aquaponics over there, and the water is heavily filtered, right? Both water was actually occupied within the same time. And I did some cleaning, I did some shifting around and all that, right? This one is probably about 2 days. 2 days after this one was actually enacted. That one was enacted. But why is it that this one is so um looking cloudy? Now, once you remember that this is a backyard system, right? And backyard system, it doesn't have any greenhouse, it doesn't have any shade cloth, and the fish, yeah, tilapia, are outdoors. And so what happens is that most of these, well, the water itself is impacted by algae, right? And at this size, although the tilapia do consume algae, but at this size, they mostly consume algae, right? Also, I have two large plecos in this space. Yes, I took them out in one of my videos, and then that is when the larger ones were in there. But I took them out and I placed them back here, and they're doing an awesome job in keeping down the amount of algae within the space. So the sun is actually shining down on the ponds, right? The ponds, it's, well, not on the pond, on the grow bed, right? Yeah, it's shining on the pond, and the grow bed is over the pond, and the grow bed acts as a kind of shade for the water that's in the pond. And so it kind of helps to deflect the sun rays, so the algae rate is kind of decreased, right? Pleco is in the water, and pleco help to manage that also. Also, the feed quality is good. So the feed does not disintegrate in the water. Yeah, this feed doesn't disintegrate in the water that quickly, allows the fish to actually get it. And so when feed disintegrate in the water, it kind of mess up the water, right? Now in this pond over here, um fish love the food. They will consume algae, but only if they are pushed to. Like if I don't feed them, they will consume the algae, right? There are no plecos here. It is being filtered by a submersible pump that's good enough to do its work over this side, but it's not as heavy as that one. That pump is, I think this is 200 and something, and that one is 350 GPH, right? So the difference with the setup kind of allows for the water to look this cold. It's not the feed. The feed, both fish ponds, actually we see the same feed type, right? And I haven't fed them for morning. They haven't gotten the 9 o'clock feeding. So I am gonna do my thing. They're gonna come up, right? Right? They have been waiting for this for a while. So wow. Yeah. Right? So that's it for them. They consume. And I come over by this side. Right? Same feed. I spoke to you about the different grade. Right now, as far as me having the larger grain for the larger fish, I don't have it. They ate it all off. By the way, the larger grain is more expensive. It's like $700 per pound. Right? And this one is like 300 and well, $360, $350 per pound. Right? So I just stick with that. They should be okay. These are my fingerlings. Yeah, I usually fill my entire fish stock. Chicken feed. Well, this is not chicken feed. This is a tilapia, locally manufactured tilapia fish feed, right? I usually feed them the locally manufactured one, and then I normally feed them the chicken one. One thing I love about the chicken feed, when I was feeding like smaller fish with small mouth, is that I was able to crush the feed very easily. That's the chicken feed to feed the smaller fish, right? With this locally manufactured, and I said in one of my videos that fish feed never have corn, but after actually pulling one grain apart and checking it thoroughly, I realized that some amount of corn is in it, but the corn blend is a little bit more finer than that in the chicken feed. Going back to the chicken feed and my fish, yeah, I fed all fingerlings, juvenile, large fish, chicken feed, and it was easy for me to crush the feed and to place within the pond. Now, for me to crush the feed, this is the fish feed, right? The fish feed crushed. I now have to use a hammer and probably a piece of cloth, place it over the feed in the bag and hit it so as to get it crushed up so that I can feed them, right? But they are reaching good size, so I no longer do that. I just buy enough of this feed and I just feed them, right? And those who are not, those who don't have the mouth, doesn't have the mouth big enough to consume, wait until it gets soft, then they gradually bite it, or they just feed on algae. They're there looking at me. They don't want to come up, unlike the juveniles and the other ones that would be coming up at the same time for the feed. They are gonna wait until I'm gone before they actually come up to feed. This is it again for another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Catch you next time. Yeah, stick to fish feed. The chicken feed will cost you more. It's workable, but it just costs you more. Alright, more time, more money, more effort, more management. Peace out. Catch it next time. Bye bye.